Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is Eisenherz and today we're going to look at the top 5 best cards for cEDH from the Universes Beyond Assassin's Creed set. As always, cards are in alphabetical order. Number 1. Apple of Eden. This 4-mana artifact allows you to sacrifice it as sorcery speed to steal an opponent's hand and use all their cards for one turn. But every time you play a card or cast a spell that way, that opponent gets to draw a card. This is a very neat card design because it allows for some strong plays like feeding a fish or study in order to then steal your opponent's cards and probably present a win that way. Unfortunately, the card is weak to silence and deflecting spot and also has a high skill cap, but it can potentially be very oppressive just sitting there on the board, threatening to steal the hand of whoever is ahead the most. Number 2. Desynchronization. This is probably the best blue board wipe since Cyclonic Rift. For 4 mana you can bounce every non-historic permanent at instant speed. Everything like Rhystic Study, Fish, Grand Abolisher, Ranger Captain of Fears and more. For artifact-based decks like Urza, this can very much be seen as a cheap, asymmetrical board wipe. Not being able to bounce mana rocks and commanders is kind of rough, but for lower colored and or artifact-based decks, this is a very strong option. Number 3. Eagle Vision. This might not be a super impactful card, but in the right deck, like for example in Yuriko, it is a 2-mana draw 3 that has a high CMC to make Yuriko triggers even more efficient on average. Basically, you can flip this off of Yuriko to deal 5 damage to your opponents, and then cast it for only 2 mana to generate some card advantage. This is especially good with all the evasive creatures like Changeling Outcast. Number 4. Etso Auditor da Firenze. This 2 CMC commander gives you an easy to cast 5-color commander that immediately puts a lot of spells online like Fierce Guardianship and Deflecting Swat. Additionally, Etso gives all of your assassins free running for double black, which seems kind of mid until you realize that you can use Maskwood Nexus to turn all your creatures into assassins. Imagine dropping a turn 2 Razakath or Nif Mizzet for only 2 black mana. On top of that, Etso wins the game with Ramses, Assassin's Lord. As soon as you kill one opponent with Etso's ability, Ramses' trigger will win you the game on the spot. And of course, you're playing all of this in a 5-color shell. Number 5. Restart Sequence. This is another one of those spells that isn't a clear-cut cEDH staple, but could find a slot in certain decks. Basically, it's a reanimation spell that costs 4 CMC but can be cast for only 2 mana, as long as you dealt combat damage with a commander or assassin this turn. Again, Yuriko is a good example for a commander that could profit from both the high CMC and the cheap free-running casting cost. And that's it for this small set. If you think I missed something, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe and auf Wiedersehen.